Hello, everyone. This is Denise Hansard. I am your life architect and intuitive geek. And today I want to tell you, maybe go back into my own past of how I began my coaching business. You see, if you remember in other videos or if you're on my newsletter, you know that after 20 something years in corporate, I was basically kicked out, just like that. Had no plan B. I just knew that probably I had created that moment of being let go, which is why I just moved into the process of downsizing in my company, saying goodbye with ease. It was a moment where my boss was sitting in front of me saying, "I've got to let you and your whole team go." And I could see the look on his face. I'm going to tell you about that first, where I knew he was prepared for me to cry. I just knew it. I could see it. I could feel it. And as a matter of fact, I even thought I was going to, because I could feel the fear and the thoughts bubbling up in my head, and I could feel the wetness and the heat behind my eyes. And then within seconds, I felt this kind of calming effect and recognized that this was probably the best thing in the world that could ever happen to me, because I hated what I was doing. I hated coming into work all the time. And so I took a breath and I looked at him and I said, "Thank you. This is a blessing in disguise." And I will tell you this, I laugh about it now, but it scared him so much, he just popped up out of his chair and said, "Go see HR," and went out of the room. But that's what the impetus was of the universe telling me, Denise, you're unhappy. You want something more in your life. And I needed to be kicked out of corporate, up to that six-figure job and cushiness of security, with dread of going into work every day, of being so unhappy that my soul was being sucked out. I had to go through that process, excuse me, to be able to see that there was more to my life than just hanging on to what I thought was security. And it really wasn't. And it was at that moment when I stepped out of it and started really diving down into me and what I really wanted out of life, that I began to manifest exactly what I wanted. I mean, of course, there was the grieving process of leaving and wondering and the fear of, oh my God, how am I going to make money? Where am I going to go from here? And yet at the same time, I took the time to kind of step back and say, when was I happy? What was I doing? And I was happy. And as I thought back on all of this, I remembered back in my early days, before I even went into corporate, when I had my master's in counseling and I was coaching people into growth. You know, I look back on it, and yeah, I had a job. I was working as a short-term crisis intervention counselor in an emergency room. And at the same time, I had created self-help programs on the side and was coaching women through their health, through their relationships, just through transformation, mindset, all of those kind of things. And I realized at that moment that that was exactly what I loved doing. And certain events took me away from it. And now was my opportunity to go back to it. And it's, guys, I tell you this, everything is energy. And once we put something out there, we open ourselves up for the energy to come through to show us where to go. And that's exactly what happened in my life, was to open up the opportunity to become a life coach. And as a matter of fact, I became a dream builder life coach. And through the process of the work that I've been doing, I have helped hundreds of women to do the same thing. And a few men who have been courageous enough to step into it with me, because I take you a little deep and I help you to recognize that energy within you and get really in touch with who you are and what your desire is. One of my current clients right now, we've been working together as she has continued her step process of growing and seeing her potential of where she can go next. And through the work that we've been doing, all of a sudden, a dream of hers that has suddenly evolved from years ago has suddenly popped into her purview to where she has the opportunity to step into it. And so I'm helping her to recognize that these opportunities come to help take us to the next level. And that's what we're working through now. And that's what I love doing with everyone. So as a dream builder, because that's what you are, and that's what I help people to do. I help you to look inside, to deep, deep, deep down on who you are, what your dreams are, bringing extreme clarity to those dreams. And then we go even deeper to see why that dream in your life has not come to fruition yet for you. So here's my invitation for you. If you would like for me to help you build your dream, as I have built mine and helped countless numbers of other women, I could tell you so many stories on that, and men, to step into their own dreams and continue to manifest and bring their dreams into reality. Just comment below or email me at Denise@denisehansard.com. You'll see it below. Just reach out. Love to have a conversation with you to see if it's the right fit for us to work together. So here's to your dream building, and I would love to be able to help you manifest that dream in your life, whatever it is for you. But just reach out and let's have a conversation. So please like, share, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you next time.